What about you? What about you? Uh-oh. What about you? What about you? Get my collar straight. Get my stuff straight in here. What's going on, everybody? Check me out. Here I am. Here I am. I got all my stuff I need. This is another another live. Check me out. Another live. So here I am. Wanting to have a discussion. What's up, peeps? What's up? Yeah, I'm Facebook Live for a minute to tell y'all to go to my, to go to my YouTube Live. See, that's me. Boom. No, that ain't me. I'm showing y'all the wrong thing. I showed y'all the wall. But anyway, let me flip it around. I'm live right now, sitting here doing my YouTube Live podcast, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, check me out. Like and subscribe. See, it got me viewing. Here's my this is my setup. Can't see my microphone. Can you? Dig my microphone. Well, sort of, kind of, but I got everything. My light over there. See, I got my light on that's shining. I'll show you that real quick. My setup. See how I got darker? I said I got brighter. But anyway, like, subscribe, and follow. All right, I'm getting off Facebook Live. And I'm going to talk on my YouTube. So I'm live now on YouTube. So check me out. Dennis J. Stratford. Peep it out. I'm getting off the Facebook. I would leave it on, but my thing on my phone broke. My case that holds the phone up, and it's not going to stay up. It's going to keep sliding down if I lean it on the table. So just like, subscribe, and follow me on YouTube. So all right, YouTube people, I'm coming back to you. I've been on for 2 minutes and 2 minutes. I'm gonna go on my Instagram and let people know. Willie, what's up, Willie? I mean, Billy. Billy, what's up, my man? Go check me out on my YouTube. I'll probably come back on Facebook Live later on, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it, chop it up. Got my hat and shit on. So, all right, I gotta go. But check me out. I'm on YouTube Live right now. Check me out. So what's up, y'all? Here I am on this live on YouTube. Here to discuss a few things. I'm your host of the show because it's my show. It's written, produced, and directed by me, the one and only Dennis J. Stratford, Mr. Dennis Joseph Stratford, a.k.a. the Brown Rooster, cock-a-doodle-doo. Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. You know all that good stuff. But yeah, here we are. I hope everybody had a beautiful day. Hope everybody had a wonderful day. I was setting up my different. I went on Facebook Live just now while I was doing this at the same time to let people know to come like, subscribe, and support your man Dennis Stratford. Check me out on what I'm on right now. That's what I was telling the folks. And now I'm keep looking down before I get to chopping it up about what I'm going to talk about. So I went to my Instagram. So now I'm on my Instagram, letting people know on the Instagram. Check me out. Cheers. Got me some. What is this? Oh, water. This is my water with my ice. So anyway, check me out live on my YouTube. I'm on here live right now. We're gonna talk about a few things, a little bit of everything. We're gonna discuss firearms, stress, raising your standards, judging yourself, sibling rivalry. So those are a few things I'm gonna talk about right now. So come check me out. Instagram, IG. What's up? Follow me on YouTube on my podcast. Follow Dennis Stratford, and I'm on there right now. I'm I'm shooting right now, filming. Set. See, that's me right here in front of the screen. You see, it say end stream, but I'm not ending it yet. So I'm here right now. So go follow me on the YouTube. Follow me on this what I'm on right now. Like I said, I hope everybody have a good day. Okay, I gotta go off of Instagram. I hope everybody had a good day. And let's talk about it. I just ended my Instagram live. So yeah. So I had a pretty decent day today. No complaints. I had a discussion. I had a discussion with a family member um today for a minute, not too long. And like, so I want to talk about, people. A lot of people don't want to hear the truth, especially when it comes to them about themselves, because they're not thinking, because they can't have a conversation uh logically, without emotion, without being emotional. They have a conversation and you put out your viewpoint, and they end up reacting, and they end up, the way they react is out of anger and frustration because they don't know how to talk. They don't know how to have these discussions with people, and some of it comes from how you was raised. Just like, you have sibling rivalries and this, that, and the third. So I was having a conversation earlier today, and hey, what's happening? How you doing? This, that, and the third. And they said to me, they got a phone call from somebody, asking them to work with them, or do a job with them, or whatever. They was gonna hire them, and this, that, and the third. And a third party was involved. And so the person that I was talking to said to me, well, the person who wants to hire them, they don't know how to talk to people. And so I said to them, I said, well, you don't know how to talk to people. And it's nothing I was saying negative or bad, or trying to just attack you and try and throw you under the bus. I was speaking the truth. You can't, because my thing is, you don't be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? Don't be a hypocrite. Don't say what somebody else can't do or don't know how to do, and you do the same thing that they do. You can't. I'm being a hypocrite if I'm going to sit there and talk about somebody who's drinking liquor and they drinking all the time when I drink. That's being a hypocrite. If I was to sit there and say, hey, uh, Big John, or somebody like that, I'm just throwing a name out there. Yo, he drink too much. He need to stop drinking. He's gonna come back to me like, Dennis, you drink. You drink with me. How you gonna talk about me drinking just because I might drink more than you, but you gonna tell me I should stop drinking? See, I'm being a hypocrite. So that's all. That's the point that I was making. You being a hypocrite, and so it started to get, the conversation started to get intense. Not for me, because I was trying to make my point, and the person I was talking to did not want to hear it. And I was like, you see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I was like, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I said, just listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying and understand what I'm saying, so you'll get what I'm saying, so you don't have to react the way you're reacting. And that's just how people are. You can't. I'm not trying to change you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm not perfect. I got my flaws too. But when it comes down to communication and talking to people and talking about things, and you just talking out of emotion, you're reacting. Your conversational skills and is not good, because it leads to, it shows what type of person you are, your attitude, because you end up coming up with a terrible negative attitude. and you not thinking that you have an attitude. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? So I had that conversation, and the conversation didn't last long. They ended up hanging up on me. They ended up hanging up on me, and then they ended up calling me back like 5 minutes later. But I didn't answer the phone. I said, I'm not going to waste my energy and waste my breath, and I'm not going to let you steal my joy because you don't want to listen to my suggestions, and you think I'm attacking you and stuff like that. Well, whatever. You're grown. I'm grown. We're adults, so we don't have to discuss it. And I left it at that. I just didn't answer the phone because people. One thing you got to understand too is that nobody has to answer the phone to talk to you. Nobody has to answer the phone to talk to you. Nobody has to pick up the phone to call you. And a lot of people like, well, I've been calling, you didn't answer the phone. So what? I don't want to talk to you. You're annoying, or you're aggravating, or you're agitating, or you bring the wrong energy, you bring the wrong vibe into my, and I don't want that to come into my energy. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want that to come into my energy. So that's what I chose to do. I chose not to have this conversation. And I have the right to do that, just like anybody else. You have the right not to talk to somebody and have a conversation with them. You have that ultimate right not to talk to them. I don't care if it is your sister, your mother, your father, your brother, your aunt, uncle, niece, nephew, son, daughter. It doesn't matter. Friend, co-worker. We get caught up in thinking that we need to talk to somebody, that we have to answer because they we related to them. And that's another thing. Sibling rivalry. Sibling rivalry is a serious thing. Let me. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to this thing real quick. I'm gonna go back here for a minute. I'm gonna go back onto my my Facebook live real quick. So, but all right, yeah, here it goes. It's back on. It's back on. So I come back onto my Facebook live for a second. I know it's gonna be hard for y'all to see me, like I said, but I'm still on my YouTube lives. Like I said, follow me on YouTube. I'm looking at my phone doing the Facebook live at the same time because my thing is broke. But like I said, I was talking about sibling rivalry is another thing that folks, you know, may not think it's a real thing. It's in the Bible, ain't it? It's in the Bible. Cain killed Abel. One of the brothers killed the other one. They had a big fight. We always think because with siblings, people think because that's your brother or that's your sister that you're supposed to talk to them. That sibling rivalry is real. Number one thing you got to realize and understand is that we're human. Hey, Gaddy, check out my live. I'm on my podcast. I'm here promoting that. John Robinson, check out my podcast. See, I'm on my live right now, YouTube live, my podcast, Dennis Travel. Check me out. So I'm here talking about, so I said, let me come back to my Facebook and excuse me, discuss that. But oh man, I hit the wrong. But anyway, yeah, like I said, people don't think that this sibling rivalry is a real thing. It's a lot of siblings, brothers and sisters, and brothers and sisters that don't talk to each other. They had drag out fights, and people be trying to get you to make up and reconcile. And sometimes you're like, for what? Why should I? Just because you're my brother or just because you're my sister? That rivalry is something serious. I mean, we're humans. Number one, we're humans and we have different personality and different characters. And it's a sad thing. It's a terrible thing to see somebody that you was raised with in the same household that you sitting here fighting and can't get along with as adults. And I'm not talking about in your 20s. I'm not talking about 21, 22, or 25. I'm talking about when you're in your 40s and 50s and you still can't get along and you still, got these funky attitudes towards each other, so don't be bothered with them. That's what I say. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, too bad. Kick rocks. But it's true. I told one of my siblings that I had a conversation with him a couple years ago. And I told them, I said to them exactly why people don't talk to you, or people not answering your phone calls, or people not calling you back. I was like, it's because how you treat people. And I get it that we're siblings, but and then I switched it up, and then I said, you know what, I'm not gonna tell you. I switched it just like I'm saying it right now, and I told him, I said, listen, well, what you have chosen to do, what you have chosen to do as a person, and 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 how you treated them, I can't sit there and tell them that they should or should not call you. But I know why they're not. But I'm gonna tell you why. Instead of me putting them in it, let me tell you why I don't call you, answer the phone, and let me let you know that I don't have to answer the phone and talk to you. You know, and it happens in all families, no matter, all families, all different colors. It happens in not all families, but you know what I'm saying. And whatever nationality or race you are, whatever religion you study, whatever religion you believe in, whatever job you got, sibling rivalries and people not talking to their brothers and sisters for years is something that's really, it really goes down. All I say is just have peace with yourself if something happens to them. Just know, and from the gate, if you're not talking to them and they just check out tomorrow, don't be boo-hooing talking about I wish I would have, could have, should have, because y'all had that rivalry for whatever reason it was. And like I said, we're only human, so you don't have to talk to somebody if you don't want to. And with all that being said, stuff like that creates stress. People, and not just family, but when you carry stress, like you got to learn how to shake it off, stress and anger and frustration. Like you have a bad day, I get it, but you got to learn how to shake that thing off, get that monkey off your back, because stress, like they say, stress kills. Stress is going to take you out. Stress causes heart attacks, strokes, whatever else. But stress can really lead to different things in your life. But if you touch your neck right around here, or you touch somebody else's neck, you carry that stress right there. Right here is where you carry that stress at. Somebody who you know who got a attitude and always got an attitude and always mad about something. They're carrying that stress right here. Touch right here and see how tight it is. Not from lifting weights. It's totally different. You got somebody working out and their body's hard and all this. From lifting, yeah, you say, oh yeah, this cat's strong up here, tight. But that's from working out. It's not from stress. So you got somebody who's not working out, and this right here is like it feels like they have been working out. Oh no. People don't realize that though. But stress, you carry that stuff right there, and your stuff be tight, and it's no good for you. So do what you can, and how you can, do whatever you can to shake it off. Like and subscribe and follow me on YouTube. I'm Dennis Stratton. I'm a comedian. I make people laugh. I talk shit. I'm funny as hell. I drive trucks. I bake cakes from scratch, homemade, and I cook great food. So I haven't been on here in a couple weeks, so it's time for me to get back on here. I'm supposed to be trying to, but I still got work to do on my YouTube. So y'all follow me though. Y'all check me out. I'm definitely a person that you definitely can check out, listen to, and all that. And another thing I wanted to talk about was firearms. What is your take on firearms? Uh, uh, to license to carry. What is your What is your take on that? It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And I know and I get, excuse me, a lot of people don't believe in it, and that's fine. But like I said, it's better to have it, not need it, than to need it, not have it. And one thing in the black community up here is we don't teach our children at a young age to how to properly load and unload firearms. We don't teach them how to shoot a firearms. We don't talk to them about why it's a thing that you should have in your house for protection. We look at it in a different way, in a different a lot of black people, like I said, at least up north, in the south it's different. But a lot of black people up here don't, won't have that conversation with their kids, sons or daughters. They'll say, they'll use the higher power, the creator. The higher power is going to protect me. The creator is going to protect me, and I get that and I understand that. But remember, it was war in the Bible. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about whether you believe or not. What's your take on having carrying firearms to protect yourself legally, not illegally, legally? Going to the store, going to the gun shop, going to take the class, getting your license, going through the whole thing, and then once you get it, and then going through the shooting range, learning how to shoot it, and getting comfortable with it, shooting it, getting comfortable carrying it, and having a level head. See, you can't carry a firearms with an attitude. It's not going to be good for you because you're going to go off. You're gonna go off, and you're gonna end up pulling out to show somebody, to show off, or to threaten them, or you're gonna just pull it out and shoot them because you reacted, because you got it and you feel powerful. Um, but that's why I say you need to have a level head. I've talked to people who said, "Nah, I can't get one because I know I've been to shot somebody." Nah, well, then I'll say, okay, yeah, then don't get one if you're gonna do it like that. But then the flip side of it, I would say is reinvent yourself, change your attitude. Somebody come at you hollering and all that, just okay, man, cool. We can agree to disagree. Not as long as they're not trying to be no threat and do bodily harm to you. Then yeah, you have no reason to let them know you got one. You have no reason to pull it out to show them. Only if your life is in danger, and it's strictly for self defense. But like I said, voice your opinion. Like I said, it's something that's not taught in the black community up north. Where I was raised in up the northern part. And south is different. Like you go down in the deep south, and Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. You go to Texas. You go to these different um, parts of the world like that, and that thing on firearms is totally different. You know, they carry it and they let you know they carry, but they're not. They're teaching their kids at the same time. They're letting their kids know what it's for. So you go on hunt with this joint, go hunting, and you carry one also for protection. But like I said, it's better to have it, not need it, than to need it and not have it. But what's your take on the firearms? Voice your opinion. Put your comments up there. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. But like and subscribe and follow me on my YouTube. I'm Dennis Stratford, a fly comedian. That water nice. I'm drinking water. So yeah, that's another thing I want to discuss real quick. Firearms. Now, open carry, I don't like open carry. I don't. I'm not too fond of that. I don't agree with that too. Because like you're letting somebody know, you're letting a person know um, that you carry. They can see it. So they can plot and strategize and try and plan if you did something to them, or if they just trying to get you. I'm not too cool. But then, like I said, I'm not cool with open carry. But you do understand, and I understand that in the like Texas, open carry, and they got it out, they got it open. You see it, and they will use it, just like the South. But I'd rather a person not know, the element of surprise. But that I don't agree with it. But that's just my opinion. I believe in carry and conceal, especially for a black person. It's different for a black person to walk around open carry. Like up here where I'm at, up here where I'm at in this state, it's open carry, but you very rarely see anybody of any race, color, nationality carrying openly. Very rarely. Like I seen two people and up here in this state. I seen two white people carry open carry. Um, and other people who are licensed, the other white people and black people, they're not showing it. You don't even know you won't know they carry until you go to the shooting range. You see them coming in. They're like, oh, they carry, okay. You see how many people carry, but like I said, I don't. And like I said, it's not good for black people to open carry because you go in the store, you're licensed to carry, and you go in there and open carry state up here, and somebody see you come in the store, first thing they're gonna do is call the police. Now, police gonna come zooming down there with their sirens on, and like I said, a black person they be get on the floor, put your hands up. Like what's, you know what I mean? Because now you're a threat, or they think you're a threat. So. But yeah, whatever your opinion is on open carry, that's cool. Or if you do like it, if you don't like it. But my thing was talking about firearms, carrying, license to carry. Other than that, what else I wanted to talk about for a second? Oh yeah, raise your standards and before you judge someone else, uh, uh, judge yourself. Judge yourself first. You dig what I'm saying? Judge yourself first before you judge others. And make sure you judge yourself first and be honest with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror before you decide to have a start prejudging somebody and talking about somebody, and judge yourself. Judge yourself first and be honest. Like I said, instead of being a hypocrite, judge yourself first before you judge somebody else and raise your standards. You know, that's why a lot of us get into these disagreement and arguments with people, and people trying to prove they point to you on how they're right, and they're gonna have an attitude no matter what to prove to you that they're right, and it turns into a big argument. And one of the ways you can avoid that, me personally think, is raise your standards as a human being and judge yourself first. What are you doing to make yourself better before you start chastising other people and telling them what they should and should not do? What are you doing to make yourself better each and every day? How are you working on improving yourself? It was a thing that went on this site, this thing on what is it when you have them group chats and the group them online groups. So they have that's a comedy one. They have one for comedians, and I'm on it. I pop up I read people's comments, what they saying, listening, watching comedians go back and forth, joking, not joking. Um, I got it on silent because as soon as somebody start commenting, the bell starts going off on your phone, ding, ding, ding. So like I said, I was in the group and comedians start talking about each other, or they have a confrontation or a disagreement or something will go down. So it was a thing on there where these two comedians that I know, male and female, and I went on there one day. I was looking, and I see this. I see them going at it. It started off, funny, and then it got serious, and then it got disrespectful, and it was a male and a female, and I sat there and I read the whole thing. I was like, let me read this whole thing. I'm like, damn, what's going on here? And I know both of them. I know both of them. The guy I know real good. We're great friends, brother from another mother. The female, I just met her a few years ago. But I know her, she's real cool. Got a lot of love and respect for her. And I called both of them. And the reason why I did that, number one, she's in her 40s and he's in his 50s. And I'm like, there's no way, it's no reason for y'all to be this disrespectful to each other. That y'all allowing a comedy show that did or didn't happen, and when y'all was around each other to bring up whatever happened and then get disrespectful. I mean, uh, the girl got disrespectful by saying something about his wife, put his wife's put his wife's name on there. I said your wife, blah blah blah, and he got disrespectful by he kept calling her a bitch. I was like, oh, and he was like, he was calling her a fat bitch and all this. And you like I said, I read the whole thing. So like I said, judge yourself and raise your standards about yourself first before you judge somebody else. So I called him up. I called her up first. And I asked her how old she is. And I was like, you gotta carry yourself better than that. You're a young black woman. You're in your 40s, you're still young, but you're a black woman. You don't need to be having no conversation going back and forth like that with another grown man. And people gonna look at you and see how you are. And I'm like, raise your standards. I told her that. But we had a nice conversation. I said, and don't let somebody disrespect you and talk to you that way either. Don't allow nobody to call you bitch. And I have no problem with somebody getting cussed out or if I gotta cuss somebody out, but it's gonna be over something that's just been just straight. You just came at me and I'm trying to have a conversation, and you was like, fuck you, then it's gonna be F you too. You know what I mean? If there's female saying, well, whatever, but I'm cool with the getting cussed out, but a situation just that could have been avoided, and y'all comedians, and I'm not using comedy as an excuse, but y'all gonna see each other again. And there's no need for y'all because it might come to blows. You gonna see a male, and a female fighting. You don't want that. So, we had nice conversations, and I called him up and I talked to him, and I was like, I said, listen, man, you older than her, but it's not you. You're a man. She's a woman, and we're grown. Y'all are grown. We're adults. Handle that situation better than that. I was like, man, I told him the same thing. Raise your standards, brother. It don't have to come to that. If anything, be more of a mentor. You've been in the game longer than she has in comedy, so you can give her. And you've been in this world longer than she has, so you can give her drop some jewels and give her some advice, and and talk to her about how to better handle herself, and then talk to yourself about how to better handle yourself. And like I said, I talked to both of them. And they were like, cool. I had asked her a question about if she had a mentor and if she ever had one. She was like, no. And I was like, me either. So a lot of times with that, being raised in a household, you never have no mentor. Nobody's mentoring you to like strive for excellence, to be the best you, whatever you do, be the best at it. You can be whatever you want to be, but you got to work for it. You got to put the work into it. And when you don't have no mentor, people talking to you just about and just with life, like preparing you for letting you know that it's a real world out here, and you got to be prepared for it, and in preparing, you must be mentally strong and build from the ground up, but understand and know that you can be the best, whatever it is you want to be. So, like when you don't have nobody mentoring you, even just giving just that little bit of conversation like that, when you know somebody's just constantly talking to you about telling you or dictating to you, telling you you ain't shit, or just nobody's throwing no positive words at you. Coming up through elementary, middle, and high school, nobody's sitting you down. Like you have no adult sitting you down on a weekly basis or a monthly basis to conversate, have a conversation with you. Like, what do you want to do with your life? What are you going to do to achieve what you want? Are you willing to work for it? We're not having nobody's giving them conversations, and like I said, it's a constant back and forth for arguing to because you don't agree with something, and then you carry that stuff with you once you graduate from high school. If you don't go to college, if you don't go to the military, if you don't take up a trade, if you just go straight out into this world and like you never have no mentors, nobody that you can talk to on a regular basis who's older than you, who's successful, who can show you the ropes and guide you and help you out. You start doing this stuff on your own, you carry that attitude with you because you're not judging yourself with the negative stuff that you're doing because you had nobody to guide you the right way. That's why I say, look in your mirror and raise your standards and judge yourself first. When you got people going to college, they have mentors, the professors, the coaches, even seniors talking to the freshmen. You know, they're letting you know, and so when you come home after your first year of college, you're a different person. When you go to college for all 4 years and you graduate, and you step into the world, they have prepared you for that. You might not go into this world graduating and working for what you studied in college, but you have been prepared for life with mentors and coaches, and even with the military. Now I didn't have no mentors, but even with coaches, I mean not coaches, even with military. Like people go to the military. What's the military They prepare you for war. They prepare you to, the first, 12 weeks, 16 weeks of boot camp. They teaching you discipline. You're getting up early every morning, you're training. And, they're teaching you how to hold yourself accountable. But like I said, they're preparing you for war. But besides that, they're training you. You're trained to kill. But besides that, they're teaching you discipline. People who have had life, uh, who made it a career in the military to retire after 20 years, or some who just went for 4 years, they have a different mental attitude than people who didn't have mentors or who didn't have that guidance and who didn't have that discipline, who didn't have that structure. Like I said, and you don't, all this stuff is not for everybody now. College is not for everybody. Military is not for everybody. Trade is not for everybody. Just some people just want to get out of school and just go out here and hustle and work and start their own business. So I'm not saying none of that is It's either it's not for everybody. Everything is not for everybody, but that's not gonna stop you from being successful. But if you don't have no mentors, that could be it could make your life a little. Life is already gonna be challenging, but I think it's a good thing, a beautiful thing, a great thing to have. Somebody you can talk to, like when you're young, coming up. Like some people have to go to. Some people go to therapy. Some people go to counseling. Because it's something that they need to be able to get things off their chest, to be able to become a better communicator. To figure out and find a self. So find out what you need to do to become the best you, the best version of yourself. Well, follow me, Dennis Stratford, comedian. I was kind of, all right. Check me out. Check me out. I'm all that in a bag of chips, son. Judge it. Like I said, raise your standards, though. All right, raise your standards. Judge yourself first before you judge others. Like, subscribe. Dennis Stratford, comedian. Come check me out. You hear about me in your town, check me out. I'm funny. I talk that talk. I talk that talk. I don't have no TV credits either, yet. I don't have none yet. You heard what I said, yet. I'm not internationally known yet. I'm not worldwide known yet. I haven't sold out where I'm the name on the marquee where people are standing in line around the corner yet. You feel me? But hey, y'all live your best life, be the best version of yourself, and follow and like and subscribe to me, Dennis J. Stratford. When you get up in the morning, clap for yourself. Give yourself a standing ovation. Toast up. This is some water. I'm drinking some H2O. Got my ice in here. It's about gone. It's about gone. So I'm out Saturday. No, I'm sorry. It's Friday. No, I jump the day. It's Friday, March 10th. The time is now 9:20 p.m. I don't have no set time that I'm coming on here. Like I said, I'm in the infant stages of building my podcast and my live. I'm in the infant stages, so I still have to get it where I can put up on the screen where I have the title and what it's going to say, and put the Cash App and maybe have something else up in the top corner of the screen. So right now I'm in the infant stages. I have to do my research and learn how to do that and edit it if I want to edit it, and have a time. I'm gonna have a time in a day or days in which I'll be coming on here. So it'll be a consistent time. So it won't be, I'll be on in the morning, and next week I might be on at night. So I'm gonna set it up so I have a consistent time so I can build my audience and followers. Like, I'm be on Saturday. Maybe I'm figure it out and put it together. So it might be Saturday and Sunday. Check me out Saturday and Sunday, the Weekend Warrior. From I'll just give an example from, let's say, like 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. or Saturday evening from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So I'm either Monday through Friday, 1 to 2, or I'm gonna put it together because I want to make sure I have the times where I'll be able to do it and where people will be come on and watch. So, like I said, I'm in the infant stages of building. And we're gonna do this. Y'all gonna follow me, y'all gonna like and subscribe, you're gonna check me out, ring the bell and all that stuff once I get all that stuff on there. So y'all have a good night. Like I said before, you have a good night and be the best version of yourself. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Don't let nobody steal your take your character, take you out of character. And and live your best life for you first before you do it for anybody else. Because if you're unhappy, then the person that you with or whoever you're going to be around, you're going to make them unhappy. You're going to make them miserable because you're going to bring that kind of energy in the room. And you don't want that. You feel what I'm saying, but check me out. I'm out. Dennis Stratford. Peace.